Peace, family. It's your brother, Marc Lamont Hill. You're watching the Marc Lamont Hill official YouTube channel. We are here for day 178 of Israel's war on Gaza. As promised, every single day or every single night, we are going to cover Israel's war on Gaza. And for those who are watching this for the first time, we call it a war on Gaza. A war on Gaza. And the reason why we call it a war on Gaza is because the actions of the Israeli military, the devastation of what we've seen in the Gaza Strip to innocent people has demonstrated that this is not a war against Hamas. This is not a war of self-defense. This is not a war even of revenge. This is a war of genocide. This is an act of genocide. We are seeing the complete devastation, depopulation, and ethnic cleansing of the Gaza Strip. We are seeing complete contravention of international law and rules and conventions of war. We are seeing a disregard of human rights conventions. We're seeing all of it moved out of the way. And unfortunately, it's happening as corporate media doesn't cover the story correctly, if at all. It's happening as mainstream outlets are simply not telling the truth. And so what we're doing here every day, every night here on the channel is telling that story of Israel's war on Gaza. All right, family, that's what we're doing. And so in the room right now, I'm having a problem seeing your comments. So I can't see them, but hopefully we'll continue to get some comments coming in and maybe they'll pop up for me. In the meantime, I'm going to get right to it because, you know, we talk about the war on Gaza. We got to talk about these numbers. As of today, April 1st, at least 32,845 Palestinians have been killed and 75,392 have been wounded in Israeli attacks on Gaza since October 7th. The death toll in Israel from Hamas's October 7th attack stands at 1,139, with dozens still held captive. So again, 32,845 Palestinians have been killed since October 7th. 75,392 have been wounded since October 7th. These numbers are stunning when you think about the fact that there are only 2.2 million people in the entire Gaza Strip. And in fact, those numbers are not just stunning, they're also conservative because there are 8,000 more people under the rubble, guaranteed. So we're looking at over 40,000 Palestinians dead right now. And that is a conservative estimate. So we're going to give you a sense of the why of that every single day, because I've been covering this now for 178 days, and on no day has the number stayed the same. Not one day can we say, you know what, the numbers didn't, you know, no one died. So there's a reason why. And we would give you the insights and let you know exactly what's happening. So let's start with Australian, Polish, UK, and Palestinian aid workers who were reportedly among the 5 killed in an Israeli attack following the delivery of food relief in central Gaza in an area known as Deir el-Balah. The Gaza government media office reports this information, and they say that according to the World Central Kitchen, several staff were killed in an Israeli airstrike, and they called on Israel to stop this indiscriminate killing in Gaza. And of course, the indiscriminate killing of civilians in Gaza is exactly what the world community has been calling for since at least October 8th. Doctors Without Borders, also known as MSF, you know, because of the French acronym, they've said that Gaza's Al-Shifa hospital is, quote, in ruins, a day after Israeli troops withdrew from the complex following a 2-week raid. So yes, Israel has left Al-Shifa hospital, yes, but after 2 weeks of destruction, of bombing, of shooting things up, of so many things. And Al-Shifa hospital is not just a hospital, it is the central hospital of Gaza. It is really the main organ of medical provision in the Gaza Strip. It's a huge complex with many different moving parts in terms of buildings, in terms of staff, in terms of the medical teams. And right now in Al-Shifa hospital, I spoke to Abdul Wahab Abu Warda a few weeks ago, one of the 5 surgeons still in Al-Shifa hospital, and he's staying to the end, he said, but there's only 5 of them left. Can you imagine at a moment where every day people are dying, every day people are getting shot, every day people are in desperate need of medical attention, and they just don't have it? That's not surprising, and it's not by coincidence. Um, oh boy, so much going on that I want you all to know about. The World Health Organization called for the evacuation of patients from Al-Shifa Hospital, saying 21 have died since Israel began that siege on April 18th. Separately, at least 4 people were killed during an Israeli airstrike assault on the courtyard of Al Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in Deir al Belah, which again is in the center part of Gaza. According to the World Health Organization, 17 people were wounded. And Israel's military said the attack was targeting a command center operated by the Palestinian Islamic Jihad armed group. Israel has proposed a plan for the dismantlement, of the United Nations Relief and Works Agency for Palestinian Refugees. In other words, UNRWA, the main institution that takes care of Palestinian refugees and the refugee problem in Palestine. Israel has proposed a plan to dismantle it and a transfer of its staff to a replacement agency to make large-scale food deliveries into Gaza. If anybody cares, Bibi Netanyahu had hernia surgery recently. The surgery was, quote, successful, and Netanyahu said he was fully conscious and in good condition. So I don't know why we care about that, but that's a piece of news that the global media seems to be focused on. And of course, in the West Bank, 4 Palestinians were injured in an attack by Israeli forces on Rashaida village, which is north of Ereha, north of Jericho in the West Bank. This all happened on Sunday. So lots of developments, lots of bad news, lots of mediocre news, not much good news, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll continue to cover the war on Gaza every single day because you deserve it. All right, family. Thank you for watching. I'll be back with some Q&A in a little bit and we'll go from there. Peace.